Sunday, everybody. Happy birthday to America. 250 years. Ooh, yeah. Let's go ahead and do some. I kind of wanted to do something that really felt American. Why don't we do Silver Age and Golden Age, an entire claim sale dedicated to just that. It's like war books, some DC. Actually, I'm pretty sure all of it's DC today. I don't know if I have Marvel. I have like a little short box of like 70s, 80s, 90s stuff that we can get to, but I wanted to focus on that. I had a bunch of collections come in this week. I actually got overwhelmed, quite frankly. And actually, this week I chose to leave it in the shop. So I wanted to make sure the people at the shop got a lot of awesome stuff. But I brought all the golden and the silver age stuff here for us today. So you guys probably know how this works by now, but if you are first to a book, you get it. It's that simple. I have to say something real quick. We have hit between just two people that have reached an entire long box have turned into non-payers, which means I actually have the equivalent of two packed long boxes of books that were claimed and then never paid for. That is the highest level of unacceptable. Basically, now I have an entire claim sale worth of non-paid books. That's never happened. That's never even happened to a third of that scale. So that's ridiculous. Yeah, if you are comic news now, buyer beware, avoid that guy. I actually think we're going to do a Dingleberry midweek sale. So maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday, we're going to specifically open up the boxes of the non-payers and have an all Dingleberry sale. Ironically, the one long box, I'm pretty sure, has a bit of Silver Age Superman. So I probably should have cracked it to have it in time to match with tonight's Silver Age Superman, but I didn't, and we're just going to get it started. Let's go get to it. Don't forget, this is the link. So you need to fill out your first name, last name, and username. That is how I invoice you. As always, you can get 20% off every single sale if you hit 20 claims on books $100 and under, which I think I don't have any books over 100 today. So it's fair game to get the 20% off on everything. We're going to get it started. I also didn't have time to alphabetize, so it's really random today. First up, I got two collections. Everything today is from two collections. One collection was mid to even high grade Silver Age stuff, which is really, really cool. And he had every single book in Mylar, which was awesome. Then I had another guy come in that brought in an all 50s collection, except there are a couple books actually from the 40s. That collection is lower grade, but still, that was a cool one too. We're going to start with the high grade stuff. The high grade Mylars first. Shout out to Conlon Smith, who came in the shop and gave me these awesome books. So shout out to you, dude. 78 Green Lantern. So we're starting with Green Lantern. That is the third Denny O'Neil, Neil Adams team up. That one is mid-grade, probably something like a 6.5 to a 7. Here we have high grade 75. We have extremely high grade, the final 12-cent issue, 69, a book I have actually gotten a 9.8 of a lifetime ago when I was hunting that stuff myself. Another high grader of 66, beautiful colors. High grade 64. We have a mid to high 62. A high 60, first Lamplighter. I also particularly felt that my pricing was extra good today, especially for high grade in Mylar stuff. I got a good deal on it, and you guys are also going to get a good deal on it. This is If you judge it based off of the eBay sales and key collector and stuff, you're definitely going to see that my prices are actually significantly lower today. So shout out to you guys. 58 mid-grade first Eve Dormus, love interest of Hal. We have a high grade 57. Again, all 12-cent GLs we're starting with. And a nice mid, maybe mid-high 53 on J. It's one of my favorite covers of all time. All right, let's check what we got. Cyberman. Welcome to Cyberman Comics. That's a new name. Thank you for your claim on A. Make sure you fill out the link with your first, last name, and specifically that username. That would be great. Next up, we have a high grade. I'm calling it in the 8s. One of my favorite covers of all time, actually. Green Lantern 52, iconic Hal versus Sinestro goodness. So you guys wanted high grade silver. You are in luck. Today is definitely your day. This is not the claim sale you want. Nesmith, there's some more high grade of these GLs coming at you, like this one. We have another one firmly in the 8s. First appearance of Dazzler. That's not the one you're thinking of. That is the DC character Dazzler. Maybe Cage. Uh, 51. I think this could be the second appearance of the Black Hand, something like that. This one's a mid to high, again in Mylar on E. The beautiful thing about Mylar, I love when I don't have to rebag and board. Woo! Cyberman, that was a different A that he claimed. What's up, JR? How are you doing today? We need to see some action, folks. Hell, just literally at this point, buy it to honestly resell it. These prices are so good, especially if you get the 20% off. You're golden. BY, I actually have your box still here. I had the Week from Hell. I did not get a chance to ship your short out yet. No, I'm sorry. I'm looking right at it, boxed up. Are we about to have the shortest claim sale ever? Let's see. John says no. CE, H, and I. John, you're going to be glad you're here today, my friend. Here's a book I had, I want to say a 9.4 pedigree of. Great cover. Green Lantern 46, more 12-cent DC. That one is mid-grade, mid-high. 44, mid-high on H. Robotic cover, we have GL, I want to say 36. It does that old school thing where the second half of the number is actually cut off. That's a high grade one there. That's nice. I'm going to say cleanly in the 7, maybe like 7.5 at best. This one's 33. Beautiful books. Really, truly. Another in the 7s on I there. And I think we're nearing. Yeah, just got a few Green Lanterns left. Ah, where'd you go camping, man? That sounds cool. Actually, you know what? I said there was no Marvel. I'm looking at a Silver Age Captain Marvel. I mean, Captain America. I guess I did have some Marvel. Throw that in the mix. Come on, folks. We got the most desirable of all comics, high grade Mylar silver. Let's do it. We have only had one gentleman claiming today. This is unheard of. Marlete's getting a couple. Thank you. Here's that random cap. Actually, a great cover. 106. This one is mid. Again, it is in Mylar though on C. Here's a mid to high 32. Beautiful colors on all the stuff too. On E. That's a Corey of the C. Here's a random Hawkman. We'll do a mid-grade Hawkman 26 black cover all Mylar. Wow, on C. And I only have one other Hawkman. If you wanted to just say claim both Hawkman, that is a mid-grade number 9, single-digit Hawk on that one. All right. Maybe we just don't have Green Lantern crab. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start a timer, and then I'll just clear the GLs, and then we'll go to the next stuff. I've got a lot of, pretty much the entire sale is Silver Age and Golden Age DC. So if we don't have DC fans, makes me a little nervous, but we'll see what we got here. All right, I'll put the last of my GLs, like my mid-high 31, second Carson the Shark, mid 28, second Star Sapphire, mid 26, and we'll start that timer, and we'll get the GLs out of here so you guys can see some different stuff. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. You got it, Justin? Piles around here somewhere. Here we are. All right. Anybody do anything cool for July 4th? We have family that has a pool, so we just went in there. Dude, it was like bath water. It was so hot out. Woo! I usually go to the. I usually try to go to the Poconos. Couldn't get away. Couldn't get away this time. Battleship, New Jersey. When I was in Boy Scouts, I actually slept overnight at the at that Obi-Wan. Pretty cool. Those tiny bunks. All right, we're gonna clear GL out of here. Like I said, here's that other. It's a mid-grade Hawk, number 9 on D. Boy. Laura Leet. Was this D? I'm assuming. So, St. Pauli Whirl. A little bit of Submariner. There's some marble. It's mid-grade 58. First Tamara Ron on 8. Cool cover. Doc Strange. I believe this is my only Silver Age Doc Strange. It's 179. It is a nice, sharp mid to high. 179, I believe, is a reprint of that one ASM annual. That's like the first meeting of them, too. That's a nice copy on E. I never write it because I always feel like it's not quite worth writing, but it's the first appearance of like Black Panther's love interest. I don't remember her name. This is a nice mid-grade 73 silver Avengers. I feel like it's been a while since I've had Avengers. Esmeralda, I just put you right here. There's two things that make this a key. Unfortunately, I forget the second. I know the first one is it's the final 12 cent. This is actually a high grade copy. A lot of what I'm giving you today, I do believe is worthy of grading. So, what to grab? Here we have the first appearance of Yellow Jacket. I'm calling it a mid grade. Let's just put it at a 6.5 to a 7 on H. This one might be in the eights here. This is very clean. A copy of 51. Again, this is that same guy. It was all high grade Mylar. Morning, morning. Supreme Love. Mr. Meatball. It's an E. I've got you right here. Meatball. Eagle Comics. Even though the second collection I got is low grade, I'm still excited for you guys to see it because there's stuff in there I've definitely never had before. It's pretty cool. There's no Silver Age Spidey today. In fact, I would say like 95% of the sale is DC. I I got some high grade, and when I mean high, I mean actually gradable. I know this next title is normally not the best mover, but it's so high grade that I think it could make it a good mover. We will have to see. I have high grade Black Hawk. DC title. It was a war, sort of superhero ish thing. 243. I priced this stuff low, dude. Like the key collector highs were all like, yeah, 60, 80, 100. A lot of the stuff I've got for 10s, 12s, 15s, and 20s. Here's a classic cover, an extremely high grade, gradable Black Hawk 240. Look at that trippy 60s cover right there. Gorgeous looking books on I. Another high grade, and the black spine doesn't lie because those spine ticks can't hide. A high grade Black Hawk 237. High grade 235 for just 10, guys. 234, same thing. 233. This is priced to move. 3-4 years ago when I just started doing this is probably the price I would put on like the low grades. Now I do low grade Black Hawk for like 5s and stuff. This is not low grade. This is cream of crop condition, guys. Mid to highs and some just outright highs, some gradables. Really, really, really clean stuff. Thank you, Eagle. You got an F and a J. Do you have any Green Lantern? Felix, you just missed it, unfortunately. It actually was not a particularly good mover. But we can talk. I have a little pinch of it left. Probably like 10 books or so. Same thing with 232, 226. A lot of this stuff I literally just put $10 on. 225. Mylar books here. 223. Or anyone feeling bold, say claim all the Black Hawk. I'll give you a couple for free. Silver Age Peacemaker. No, I never get that. Hank, is that a confirmation on Black Hawks? Let me know. That sounds like a claim on Black Hawks, but please confirm. I'll give you a few for free, of course. All Blackhawk. We don't get a lot of all Blackhawk claims around here too often, but Hank, I'm happy to do it. Free. Hank, if you don't mind terribly, I know you're a meet in person type of guy. Oop, that's a Hawkman. I'm actually going to give you three. Do you mind if I just do a good old fashioned shoot you an invoice? Kind of need some money by Monday. I dropped a lot of money on these collections this week, and it set me back quite a bit. Let me know if that's cool. I think that's all the. I guess there wasn't that much. Black Hawk to Hank in this prime. You guys seeing a lag? All right, next up, I almost just grabbed the Green Lantern pile again. Here's a pinch of Batman. Not an awful lot of Batman. You will see Batman again when we get into that low-grade Golden Age pile, which is really cool. But in the meantime, we have a mid to high 252. We have a similar condition 243, first Lazarus Pit. Needs a press, I thought. Mid to high 237, first appearance of The Reaper. These are Neil Adams classics on the E. And then a Shadow crossover, classic stuff, 253. Thank you. Polar went D and E. And Batman 114. No. Well, I don't think so. Probably not. Laura. And then we only have our Lazarus Pit left on I. There is a little bit more Batman. We'll get to it. Take a trip to the Golden Age. Again, I didn't have this stuff alphabetized today, so sorry, it's not quite in the order I normally do things. Actually, you know what? Let me finish up that high grade collection first. We'll do that. Stick with one collection and then go to the other. What we have. Unrelated, but obviously I had to throw this in here. Our near mint Jim Lee 204 and our near mint Newsy First Bloodsport. Moving on. Let me do my Superman next. Eagle, yes, you were second on E. Justin. Oh, yeah, Justin, I put you over here. On E. Master Control. Master Control, make sure you fill out that link, please. First name, last name, all that stuff. So M4. STER control. D. Thank you. All right. All right, folks. What do we got here? Superman. We have mid-grade 152. That's a nice 1962. Nice early one. Lex versus Superman. 164. 161. If you notice, I always have a tendency to kind of keep Superman at the 10 level. I like to wait until it's like an exceptional condition Superman before I start breaking over that 10. So I often think that I am extremely well priced when it comes to DC in general, but specifically Superman. More 12-cent Super 175. These are mid and mid to high. 179. You got Superman stealing from the bank. Not bad. So like this one, I used to put like these for 10. This one's more like just a 4.5 to like a 5.5. Now I do these for 5. So don't ever say I don't price right, because I think I do. I think I do. Hank, absolutely. Thank you. Or kind of like how I did with the Black Hawk. If anyone wants to claim all the Superman, I will give you. Let me think of an offer. Let me think. What would be a good offer? Let me throw another one up there. This is 186, the Ghost Superman. If you get, you know, what would be a really good offer? How about we do this? If you get the rest of the Superman, I'll give you this Hawkman, this Avengers, and even this first Yellow Jacket for free. So that's what, 65? That's $75 on me. Mr. McKean, I have that at like a 6-ish range, could be a 6.5 on 8, first Yellow Jacket. I'll even say if you want to claim all the Superman and all the Action Comics, I will extend the offer to say I'll give you Hawkman for free, this Avengers, Yellow Jacket, and I will even do the Lazarus Pit first appearance for free. They pretty much average at $10 a book, and I would say there's probably 30 more books in the Superman range. So that would be roughly $300 to $400. So know what you're getting into, but that is a solid offer with over $100 in free stuff, and it immediately puts you at 20. Grade on eye. It needs to be pressed. It has a bend, not yet color breaking, which is good, but it does have a bend down the middle of the book. Get that pressed. Wow, we have 180 people. That's pretty good for a holiday weekend, man. Pretty good. Let's see some action. Look at that. We got like a 50 12-cent Superman for $5. Someone get that out of here. You can flip that for 15 yourself. There it is. JDG. All right, so if anyone wants the Superman, I'll have to come up with a different offer now because one of those Avengers went away. 188. The School for Superman Assassins. B. Like I said, I rarely will go over the 10 unless it's an exceptional candidate. This is a pretty high grade copy here. You're in the 8s, maybe even a 9.0 on G. Same with this 196, Battle of the Supermen. Second Floor Comics gets a couple. And I think there's an underscore second underscore floor comics 7648. It's an E and a B. Second floor, thank you very much. Make sure you fill out that link. First name, last name, get that username right. I'll drop that for you right here. I actually just brought this up in a video talking about great underrated covers by legendary artists. This is a Kurt Swan, Superman quitting his job, probably like a 7 on B. 203, When Superman Killed His Friends. Similar condition on E. Look at all these nice purple covers. As on B. Strelick says, what is on? See, that is a Hawkman 26. Our last Hawkman. Here we have 204. LL spells death. Could be Lana Lang. Could be Lois Lane. Could be Lex Luthor. Who could it be? And I apologize. I keep itching my stomach because I got freaking stung by a yellow jacket. Strelick on I, my man. Thank you from Facebook. Another $5 one. This one's a mid to low. Probably only like a 5. 206. Superman bondage cover on I. Sorry, did I miss the last Superman? Yes. Zach. I thought you were going to call me. Might be. Here's the link. Everybody hit that like button, please. We have almost 200 watchers and not even 60 likes. Let's get us over 100. I did call you. I missed that. Sorry, man. All right, we have a full wall of soups and we need to get it going. Who wants to take me up on an offer? We're getting lower on the soups. Oh, you're sick. That sucks, man. We're getting lower on soups, but if you get the rest of Superman, so I can't extend it to Action Comics, but if you get the rest of Superman, I will give you the first yellow jacket for free. And this is the wall, and then this little stack is the rest of our Superman. So if you get the rest of the Superman, you immediately get everything for 20% off. All these 10s are really 8s. And you get a $50 book for free. Anybody want to play? Regardless, we need some spots open. Someone grab this super high grade Superman 191. That thing is nice. Second floor is doing it. Claim Superman. Check this out, guys. Free. I'm actually going to give you that Hawkman for free, too, man. Cheers to you. I really appreciate it. And when I put up Action Comics, maybe I'll find some sort of similar offer to give you guys. And again, since you're new, you actually just in one fell swoop hit the 20% off. So nice job on that as well. Well, where did I just put you? Second Floor Comics. Now, ironically, Second Floor Comics, I have some really bad luck with people claiming all Superman and then not paying. Please don't let that be you. I was joking around, but look at this guy. Dude filled an entire long box and then proceeded to never pay for his books. And I'm pretty sure it's like a box 80% full of Superman. So when you get invoiced, pay that invoice, please. Supreme Love says, random question from CGC. In your recent returns, have any slabs come back bubbled? Honestly, I don't know. I have not done a CGC submission since like February. I basically don't submit to CGC anymore. Send the bill now. No, I'll send it after the show. Did I grab all the Superman? Yes, okay. And that was Second Floor Comics. Radical. Oh, and to newcomers, don't freak out if you don't see the invoice right away. It takes a weird amount of time, like many, many hours to get these invoices out. So just be patient. They're coming. Yeah, I wonder if he means the bubbles. Could be. By the way, everybody, shout out to Second Floor Comics. Second Floor, do you have an Instagram you want people to check out? Maybe you have a store? All right. As promised, here's my Action Comics stack, all from that high-grade Mylar collection. Some of it is mid to high. I will let you know. Sounds good. Here's a 100-page giant. We're actually going to go in reverse order, so we're going to go more recent books back into the older. We got a mid-grade, maybe mid to high, Action 443 on C. One of my high grades. This is actually an homage to a classic Golden Age cover. An Action 434, that could be a gradable if you're into that thing. That is very high grade. On Facebook, we have C. Got it? Here's just a 5. This one's like a mid-grade. It's 427 in Mylar. Love said, no Newton rings. The newest slabs I got looked like they had a heat bubble. I wonder if they literally got warm in the mail. 426. I'll put those are kind of similar. This is a Popeye cover. See that? Action 421. Stupidly, my sticker is actually covering him, but we got a Popeye cover on some DC right there. Neil Adams classic. We have a strong high mid. First human target. How many Action? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Looks like about 22. Ez is on Popeye on D. Polar on human target. And Laura, you know how I work. If you do claim all the action, I got you. Definitely got some free books coming your way. Claim action. All right, let's get you some free books. Two, three. Sweet. Thank you very much. Where should I put you? I'm going to move your pile over here. Give me a second. I just dropped my pen. There's a little pinch of there's some Batman, not really in this collection, but the next collection, which we're showcasing. Okay. All right, I got a high grade Death of the baby, whatever the heck his name was. Is it Aqua Boy? Is it just Aqua Boy? I don't remember. Aqua Lad, 452, and Identity of Black Manta Revealed. Here's my adventure. I have a very limited amount of adventure comics, so we'll do those next. Although the cool thing is, The what you call the Golden Age collection I got actually had a Golden Age adventure in there. So that's cool. Can't wait to get there. High grade 380. A lot of times, Superboy, Superman, and Adventure, I price those extra low. So that is a super high. I think Key Collector calls the high like 100 or 80 or something. I'm doing $20, guys. All right, mid to high, Neil Adams, 378. Neil Adams, first appearance of the Tornado Twins, mid high 373. High grade, Neil Adams, 366. Could even be a gradable. High grade, 363. Mid high, 362. First Dominators, mid high, 361. 360. High J. Quite high. You're definitely in the nines on that. 359. Beautiful stuff. DBA. You know what? I'm just getting a short box for you, Marley. All right. Also, F and E. Yoink. Yoink. I can't wait to show. Even though the Golden Age collection is lower grade than this stuff, I'm really excited to show you guys. It is weird stuff you just don't see too often, so it's pretty cool. You'll see what I'm talking about. Cage takes an eye. Thank you, my man. Continuing this, these are, I think, were the cream of the crop ones. I mean, some of these could be like 9 point somethings, 9.2, maybe 9.4. One or two of these could even be 9.6. These are incredible. 358, 354, really nice. 344, again, gradable quality stuff here. 345. Hilarious, Ribby. Also, Ribby, I got you. You are exactly at half a short right now. 342, high grade F. 337, gradable I. And that's almost it. Okay, by the way, guys, I saw Supergirl. Do you want to know my thoughts or not? Comment down below. Because I won't spoil anything, but I could talk about it. Greg, you got it? Spill it. Okay. All right, here we go. I think Supergirl the movie was the epitome of just read the book. Okay. So it is pretty much a scene by scene adaptation of the trade paperback Woman of Tomorrow by Tom King. I would give that book probably like a 9.5 out of 10, whereas the movie, even though it was an adaptation of that book, I would probably give it more like maybe a 6 out of 10. Me and my wife still liked it. We enjoyed ourselves, but there were a couple things that I don't think they quite got right. No shade, they definitely tried, and it was honestly stronger than I thought. The movie was stronger than I thought. It just for a movie that was not directed by James Gunn, it had the more annoying James Gunn isms injected into it that I think we're all getting a little tired of, if that makes sense. And also, the book is is not afraid to get really weird. Like they bring back the super horse and even reference the fact that the super horse was a dude that she once made out with. Obviously, the movie is not going to go that deep, but it's those weird things in the book that make the book a must read. I honestly think it's one of the best DC books written in the last 10 years, but I wouldn't say the movie is the same way. That being said, a lot of people said that Lobo was going to steal the show. I liked him, thought he was great. He did not steal the show. He did not steal the show. So I don't know why people told me that. I actually could have used a lot more Lobo. I thought he was essentially a cameo in the movie. I could have used a hell of a lot more Lobo in my movie. Anyway, let me shut up and try to recoup some of the thousands of dollars I spent on this stuff. How about that? 334 adventure. And because we are down to just, there's 4 more plus the wall, if anyone says claim all adventure, I will give you, I'll have to do a couple for free. No, you know what? That's a full wall. I'll give you 3 for free. That one guy, I actually disagree with that. The action scene, the final action scene where it's like that tornado bowl and she's like whacking them, like that looked good. But I know what you mean. I felt like I was missing the kinetic energy from all the fights leading up until that final fight. My wife actually said the same thing. As they always say, just read the book. Just read the book. Tell you what, I'm going to make you guys an offer just to keep this going for us. If you get the rest of the adventure comics, I'm going to give you 3 of them for free. But I claim H, of course. I'll put a new one in its place. We have a high grade 333. If you claim the rest of adventure, I'll give you 3 for free. But if you claim the rest of adventure and the small stack of Superboy that I also have, I'll give you 6 books for free. 6 books for free if you do an adventure and Superboy suite. And that would certainly put you nicely past 20% off. I like Sasha super. Who was Sasha? I don't know the names of the actresses. You guys will have to let me know. Is that the one from the Flash movie? Because I thought she was pretty good. But that was a different type of Supergirl. Regardless, we got to get a little clearing on the wall. We are almost through the first collection. I can't wait to show you the rest. We have a claim on adventure, which means 10 free books. Rock on. That was Ernest. You got it, Ernest. Free. My handwriting really is so terrible. It's crazy. You got a nice little stack there, Ernest. All right. Waddington says, if I bought a comic and wanted it graded, could you send it on my behalf? I don't do grading for myself anymore. And I just make it a rule I do not submit for customers. I'm terrified of not remembering which was mine. It's just, unfortunately, something I do not do. Oh, dude, honestly, the Flash movie is so overhated, it's ridiculous. Don't get me wrong, it was an incredibly flawed movie. Incredibly flawed. However, the high points I thought were quite high. Here we go. Superboy, 1965. 120. Again, in that mid to high. Check your list, see what you've got or are missing. First appearance of the Mechano Master, mid grade 135. Great cover. That's a mid to high ape cover. Again, this is all in Mylar from one dude. Neil Adams High 143. That's a good one. 150. Another Neil Adams. Mid to high C. Same thing. Pretty sure 151 is a Neil Adams. That one's just mid, $5. 152, high grade E. Very high grade, could even be a candidate for grading on 157 F. Two shoes, that is a hot take. Whew. Neil Adams classic cover, again, very high grade, could even be a gradable candidate on high. 161, Superboy quits. Superman's always quitting in the Silver Age. I love it. Second floor went with E, C, and B. Thank you, second floor. Up and I. High grade 163. Like the color scheme on that one. Here. Oh, this is actually the first reprint of Crypto's first appearance. It's a giant size special. 165. It is mid grade, maybe mid to high on B. As went with J and A. Next up, 167. We got Super Baby. That is a nice copy. Here's a high grade first appearance of Aquaboy, but I couldn't believe how low this had gotten. I remember this used to be like 50, 60, 70 in high grade. What has happened? Woo! On I, as on B. Cage. And what's that, 300I? Hey, Raj, how you doing? Raj, I'll get you taken care of today. I just want to see if you can't push yourself up to at least 10% on the little items. I know you got the ASM 300. Super high grade 175. By the way, I love saying super high grade on Superboy. Definitely a gradable. Oh, nice. One of my favorites, the weird like man bat Superboy cover. High grade, gradable candidate, 25 center. It's 178 on H. We're into our nice gradables here. 184 on A. Beautiful looking books. 186. I think I have just a couple more. I have just enough to fill the wall. Love it. 191 high and 193. That's the rest of my Superboy. Although I'm pretty sure the Golden Age box, which we're going to do next, did have, I think, one Golden Age Superboy. So I'm really excited about that. Second floor took the 191. And I actually don't have another book to put up yet because this is the rest of the Superboy set. Here, you know what I'll do? I will put up one more book just to make it a full wall. First appearance of Ice. We have a perfect condition Justice League International 12 in Mylar once again. Now we have a full wall. So if anyone claims the full wall, you get, say with me, 3 books for free. Alternatively, if you ever claim a row, you would get a book for free. So if you got F through J, you get a free book. A through E, you get a free book. Once we get through this Superboy, we're going on to the Golden Age, which I'm going to tell the story of that collection next, because that's a cool one. No, it's a small. This was a small sale. Ironically, I think in one of my other boxes, I do have Silver Age Aquaman, but I brought a lot of boxes to the antique shop this week. I wanted to really focus on the antique shop. So I'd say more than half went there, and you guys are getting the more like high grade silvers and stuff. Who wants to be our wall claimer? Someone take it away. Get some free stuff. Hey Siri, text L. Can you bring me a water bottle? We need to get some clearing before we head on to the next thing. Greg's going to take H. Let me see if I have another DC something to put there. First, Mike Grell Interiors, Superboy 202. Actually had a Superboy from a different file. Full wall. Someone take the full wall, get 3 books for free. Shoes. Put your pile. Oh, that's why. I put your name instead of your username. That would have taken me a second. Thanks, John. All right, I think maybe let's put some other things up. Let's see. I have a tiny pocket of Shazam. 15, first crossover DC character in a Shazam story. Lex Luthor, mid, and another mid Shazam 13. Those are my only Shazams. See what else I got in this other box. I literally can't find a more unrelated book, but I have 2 potential 9/8 Spawn ones. What's up, Vesus? Vader Zero, I still have a short box for you that is halfway filled. Actually, you're already paid for that. So we just got to fill your short box and we'll get that out to you. Visas. Justin. Ross W. What's left for today? I have a short box full of Golden Age that I'm really excited to show you guys. That's what's right coming up next. Thanks, babe. All right, Ross. Appreciate it, Ross. All right. All right, I'm going to go minute timer on this wall, and then we're going to clear it because I want to get to that Golden Age. It's just too cool. I want to tell you the story about it and everything. Hey, Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. Patton, especially after the week I had, that is extremely appreciated to hear. Thank you very much, man. Also, I do have older Wonder Woman. I'm pretty sure I left it at the antique shop, though. I'm so sorry. Story time, kids. Got it wrong. Are you going somewhere? Babe, where are you going? Oh, okay. All right. Boy, we'll move you later. Let me get that spawn out of here. Okay. It's just one short box, but it's really cool. So I work at the antique shop on Wednesday and Thursday of the week. Some weeks I actually only work Wednesdays. Anyway, guy comes in and he's talking about it. He's like, "Do you guys take plates and blah blah blah?" And I was like, "No, blah blah blah." But I'm the comic guy. I always have to ask, "Do you have any comics?" He says he actually does, and I said, "Okay, what do you got?" And he says it's his grandfather's stuff. So I was like, "Ooh, that sounds good." So here we are. He actually did come in the next day. Now, these books are low grade. I mean, some of them, I hate to say, he had a stack of 10 books that were actually so low grade, we couldn't even make an offer on. They got marched immediately just straight to dollar bins. But the rest of this stuff is, it can range as low as like a 1.5 all the way up to like a 5. So that's kind of the condition we're going to be talking about here. There is 50s war books, classics, illustrated H.P. Lovecraft stuff. There's weird stuff in here that I very, very, very rarely see. And I priced it extraordinarily low. Why the hell did I do this? Full disclosure, he gave me this for a ridiculously low value. He said he wanted $100 for it. I said, "Sir, these are worth more than that." He said, "I don't care." So it was that very rare situation in which I was able to get it for $100. So pretty much every single book here, if the key collector low said like 40, I did 20 or even 10. I am literally on almost all of these books, half of the key collector low. Again, you go to conventions, most people would put this at like the mid price, the key collector mid. I'm going the low and then I'm cutting it in half. So absolutely a great deal coming at you here. Let's get into it. with some weird shit. 1956. Estimated grade, probably in the twos. Combat Kelly, number 39, 10 center, $8. Mysteries of Unexplored Worlds, number 5. This is actually one of the better conditioned books in the pile. This is in the maybe even the 6 range. 1957. Key collector low said 60. Take it for 30. Speed Demons, number 6. 1957, $8. Foxhole, number 7. Again, one of the ones that is making it into the 5. 1956, $30. This magazine is haunted from 1957. This is a mid to low grade. Again, probably in the 4, 5, maybe 5 range. It's issue 1325. Hold on 1 second. 300 on A. Eagle. E for Eagle. Adventure Comics from 1954. Key collector had the low at like 60. I'm doing $30. It's a 10-cent. Book's about a 3-0 gorilla cover. Superboy versus King Gorilla on H. 1957. Buffalo Bill Jr. I think the key collector said the low was like 30. I'm doing $5. The Dell stuff I went super low on. Stupidly low. Like this one, another one, The Wings of Eagles, John Wayne thing, $5. All right, let's see what we got. We got Nesmith gets the H. Optimus Prime on Foxhole. Hank, I have no idea why I call you that. I just started doing that one day and never stopped. Fighting Air Force from 1956, another 10 center. Low grade, $7. Now that's America right there. Waddington on D and G. Thanks, Rich. Ross went with it. G is gone, but you get H. $1958 Fighting Marines, the Iwo Jima Special. That is perfect for America's birthday on D. 1957. This one's actually pretty nice. You're probably in the 6s here. 866. Mars and Beyond. I'm going to keep on my Lassie for like a Lassie wall. Spin and Marty, 1958. This one could actually be in the 7s. That's definitely really nice. F. Superboy, it's the only Superboy from this collection from 1954. 10-cent Superboy G. Probably only like a 3-0, but what the hell. Eagle. Ross. What's up, Mando? Ross, you also got F. Nice to see the Golden Age getting some love. That's great. Oh, why am I going over here? This is dope. This is one of the ones that's only like a 2, okay? But it's Captain Flash number 1. That is the first appearance of Captain Flash, Golden Age number 1. Where the hell else are you going to find that for $30? Nobody's doing that. 1958, Forbidden Worlds, Outer Space. Estimated grade in the 4s. World's Finest. He had little pinches. He only had a stack of DC comics was like this big. Sadly, I have to say, one of the DC books was a Jimmy Olsen. It was like number 9. It was so early, like so early, but it was so bad condition that we had to pop it in the dollar bins, sadly. World's Finest, 84. Superman Missing. This book is about a 1.8. It is on H for 25. John. And 300. Hiking Mando, you got that one. Smith. Sadly, there was no pre-code horror. That's the first thing you want to hear when you ever get like a 1954 collection walk-in. You really want to hear that it's horror. Unfortunately, there was no horror, but what are you going to do? Again, I'm even lower than the Key Collector low. We got like a 2.5 maybe. Detective 243 on E. 1957 in the fours. Spin and Marty. 1956, $8. I think Key Collector had like the low at like 50 on this. I'm at 10. Probably like a 5.0, 1957. A lot of people wanted E, so I just got to go back. That looks like Corey. And I believe that was the only detective in the entire thing. Looks like Ross got B and D. I had another Zorro somewhere in this box. We'll have to get to it. It's actually pretty nice. In the sevens on D, 1958. I'll save this from a Lassie wall. Hank, I'm assuming you want this, but I need to show it to you. Guys, Hank actually collects specifically Christmas covers. Hank, do you have this already? 1951. I can't remember if you have this. If not, let me know. I'm holding it for you. You got the H. Now, amazingly, I actually have a duplicate. 1958, a Hardy Boys book. One of them was ever so slightly lower than the other. I'll take Christmas. Cage. All right. Now I'm going to save the Lassies. Mark Ross. Felix the Cat, 1959, mid-grade. Actually, have two similar ones. 1959 Henry, mid, and 1956, mid. 1959, 1954. That's what we got. All right. Mando. Hold on. Where did I put the pile? Hiking Mando. There we go. Laura. Oh, right. You're over here. Okay. All right. 1957, low grade. We have a rip on the top, $3. Sad Sack, 50s. I do those like extra cheap. Same with Dennis the Menace. Dennis the Menace and Sad Sack and stuff like that. I make those like cheap, 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 cheap. Beetle Bailey, same thing. Jay. This one was a little nicer. Had to go to the full 10 on that one. Dennis the Menace 40, 10 center, $10. I need to bump up my AC. Hold on. Jeez. Lex Luthor as a boy. All right, let me fix the camera. All right, I'm going to do a timer, and then we'll do the next set of Goldens. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. All right, so last chance on this wall, and then I'll put up the rest of the Goldens. What's up with the bald kids? Dude, I don't know. They did that a lot. Ribby, thank you, sir. And for those of you who don't know, see how Ribby just claimed a whole row? If you ever claim a row, you get a book for free. All right, cool. All right, let's get back to the better Golden. All right. Here's a Batman. It's like a 1.5, but it's a 1950s 125 on D, $20. Adventure Comics from 1956, 10 cent to 28 B. Similar low grade. Look at this. I can't believe he had this. I got so excited that maybe he would have the first appearance. He didn't, but here's the second appearance of Supergirl. Oh, so close. 253. Win. Keep my lassies together. $1957 Strange, number 3. I'm definitely even lower than the low on that. That is a ridiculous price. Looking at this now, I'm kind of thinking, what the hell am I doing? $15 on I. But again, I got these for a great price. So it's hard not to pay it forward, you know? $300. All right, Eagle got I. What we got? This was in there. Not even really a comic book, but it's a 1959 auto blue book. Who knows? I didn't even look it up. I just randomly threw 15. It's actually really nice. Imagine that's worth $100. Oops. I don't know. 1952. Key Collector said the absolute low of the low for this is like 30, so I went half. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. D. All the classics illustrated, I just chopped that price. Jack London Seawolf Classics 85 from 1951. E. This one was a weird one. Key Collector said the like low was really high, so I didn't know what to do here. I made it $20. John. Guy Doom. Oh, it's been a second, Guy Doom. How are you doing? Guy Doom 8250. Guy Doom. Make sure you fill out that link. First name, last name, all of that. Visas. Yeah, I automatically, I always hold. If it's one book, I definitely hold. 1957 Treasure Chest number 2. It's actually pretty nice, but whatever, $10. Boy's Life 1950s number 3. It's actually pretty nice again. I guess I had more in the 6s and 7s than I thought. No Archie. No, he had no Archie. 1956 Jiminy Cricket, low, in the 3 to 4 range. We had, I think this is one of the ones where Key Collector had the low of the low at like 40. I'm doing 10. See what I mean? 1957, Donald Duck. 2 of those, 1958, similar thing. I think you guys will be able to make some money on this stuff if you wanted to. Ross, thank you. Holly. I sort of regret going this low, but what the hell. 1947, Tessie the Typist. Looks like a 3.5, $35. Cage. Immediately grabbed by Laura. This is sick. I know a lot of car people that would go nuts for this. Hot Rod number freaking 2, man. 1952, 4.5 maybe, $25. 1957, Terry Toons, giant 100-page summer book of fun on E. In the 4s, Zamboni, you have a pile? Yes, you have a pile. Laura. In 1963, I think this was the newest book he had. Dennis the Menace, 68. It's actually pretty nice on I. Oswald the Rabbit from 1953 in the 4s, $30, which means you know the Key Collector low was even considerably lower. You guys, old heads, is Spooky like the cousin of Casper or something? Spooky number 15 from 1957, A in the 3s, Uncle Lou. 1950s hot stuff, $7, pretty low. It's in the 2s. Funny thing is, all of these books, they are low. There's some 2s, there's some 3s. The actual presentation is pretty good. It's the stuff around the spine that is the issue here. Lou went A. Laura went E. You know what's crazy? I was a Boy Scout. I used to be subscribed, excuse me, to freaking Boy's Life. Different times. All right. All-American Men of War. This is 1956, number 38. Key collector said the low is like 35 or 40. So I did half. Half. House of Mystery from 1959. Looks like a 335, 15 bucks. Cousin. Interesting. Okay. Eagle. Laura. My Greatest Adventure. This is a My Greatest Adventure before Doom Patrol. 1950s. It's number 36. Books in the maybe a 4 range. Here's another one of those ones. I almost used this as the picture for the thumbnail. Classics Illustrated 124, the 1954. It's actually really nice. Key collector said like 50 for the low. I think for the high it said like 1,000. So I cut it in half, 25. Wind Reach, you're doing pretty good today. 300. Corey, I'm going to move your pile over here. Dude, I have to pee so bad. Okay, sorry. Okay, cool. Another one of those Classics Illustrated went way low. Number 47, G. Another 50s Dennis. This time he goes to camp. It's the vacation special. That's pretty nice. It's 1958, 10 bucks. 1957, 10 bucks. Here's a number 1, Little Audrey's TV Fun Time, number 1. That's like a 5 on A. No Care Bears, no. $1958. What's it? 2 issues later, you got the first Mr. Freeze. It's only like a 2.0, but it's a Batman 118. I always forget that Mr. Freeze was a 50s villain. I keep thinking he's a 1960s, but nope. Charlie. All right, I need to go to the bathroom real quick. Give me a second, guys. We'll finish up these goldens. All right. 1957, Felix A. Little Lulu's Halloween Fun. 1960, 60. Oh, we're getting recent here. Okay, where are we? Got a Lou on F. Another old school Henry on A. That's pretty nice. Peanuts, number 8, 1961. Looks like a 3-5 F. Nesmith B. Laura A. F. I gotta take a water break. Challengers of the Unknown, number 9. He randomly had that in there. What the heck is going on in that cover? 2-5, maybe 3-0, but it's all the spine. From the cover, a lot of these look like 5s and stuff. Huckleberry Hounds, Summer Fun, 1960, 60. Here's a 1949. It's actually not bad. It's in the 4s, I think. Walt Disney Comics. It's obviously a Carl Barks. 1949. A. 55. More 10-cent 50s Donald Duck. Disneyland USA, giant size. 1954, Pluto in the 4s. 1961, uh-oh, we're getting recent here. Showboat in the 4s. All right, let's see here. All right. Great. Here's a number 1, Picnic Time. Cool. You're in the 5s, I believe, on that. B. 1960, 60, 10-cent, Chip and Dale. In the 4s, Nesmith. Laura. 1958 Tomahawk number 54. I'm considerably lower than what I saw online. Daisy Duck, Uncle Scrooge, Picnic Time, another giant size special from 1960, 60. Thank you, Ross. Here's number 1, Vacation in Disneyland, number 1 in the 5s from 1958. (1956) in the 5s, Goofy. Casper, 1962. Oh, it's not Casper. It's Harvey Hits, 1962. They're in the 4s. That's a Laura on B. $1958, Clint and Mac. 4-0-ish. Here's that Zorro I was talking about. This is nice. You're in the sevens on this guy. 1950s Zorro. Nice one. Luke. Keeping all my lasses together. 1953 Sword and Rose. 1953. You're in the threes on that one on B. Oh, I did miss that. A. Brown. A. Brown. 681. Make sure you fill out the link. First, last name, all that stuff. Thank you, sir. Try to get more than one book. Tarzan's Jungle Animal, or Jungle Annual, 1956. 3-0. Turok, late 50s, maybe in the fours there. $1957. We have another Spin and Marty. This one's in the nicer. It's in the sixes, I'd say. Thank you, Miss Prime. And this is one of the ones that I specifically remember Key Collector had. They said it's 1955. They said the low of the low is 40. Well, here it is for 10. That actually might even be like a 4 or in the 5s copy, which is good for that stuff. Thanks, Ross. Nesmith F. Nine, 124 from 1959. It's like a 1.5. Presents nice, but it's all the stuff from the spine and the corners. Again, Batman 124. Let's say the seeds from space. Laura. Nice. $1943. Know Your Warplanes. 1943. World War II hadn't even ended. It's lower, but that's okay. That's cool. Wow, we have 200 people in here. 1956. You're in the threes. Some Donald Duck on E. And we are actually almost at the end of the golden. Wow. That's pretty good. Let's see. JP Christ on E, up to another 5. Last of the Mohicans, low. Any chance I'm going to break into the non-pair piles? Not today. I think I'm going to do a midweek sale and literally have like a dingleberry sale. Yes, you heard that right. I have enough unpaid books to do an entire sale off of that. Obviously, that's not okay. If you're a non-payer, you are instantly blocked. It does block you from participating in claim sales. It blocks you actually from being able to see the YouTube channel as a whole. I don't know why people do it. It like imagine you racked up a bill with like Heritage Auction. You can't just not pay. Like that would be crazy. I don't know why people do it with me. Don't freaking do that. Thank you. All right. Let me go to a timer and then we'll clear this wall and then we have this little stack left. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. Cage. Go your warplane. Cool. Cage, you're definitely past 10% off, so good job there. Nesmith gets a couple. Hiking Mando, I'm pretty sure you were second to one of them. However, of all three, I believe you got two total of the 50 Felix. All right, let's clear. All right, here's the early. Did I just bump the camera? There we go. Early 50s Lassie. Here's number 9 from 1952, 2-0. Number 8 from 1952, you're in the threes. Number 7 from 1952, probably a 2 to 3. Number 10 from 1953, in the threes. Number 33 from 1957, you're in the fives on that one. Number 5 from 1951, $10 in the twos maybe. Number 6, maybe in the threes. Now, every single one of these Lassies, the key collector low was like, oh, it will not price below $40. 40. As you can see, I've got them all here for 10. So let's see what we got. Death Star said, I have not received an email response. I'm done asking about it. I'm expecting better. Death Star, unfortunately, I don't know what you're talking about. I do recall last week you said you sent me an email. I looked at my emails. I didn't see anything from you. So you're welcome to send me an email again. There's something you guys should know. I get, not that this is an excuse, but there is one of me. One. And I probably run an operation that needs 10 people. Between Instagram, Facebook, YouTube comment, I have a YouTube comment every 25 seconds, 24/7. I get probably about 200 emails of a day. I literally get so bombed, it is not manageable. Please, please be patient with me. I am literally doing my best. Sometimes I feel like I'm kind of at my wit's end. So exercise some patience with me, guys. If I don't know what you're talking about, it's because I don't know what you're talking about. Send me another email. I will do my best. That's all I can do, okay? Sorry to take a tone with that, but come on. All right, we have some Lassie claims from Lou. Got A and B. That's a Nesmith on C. That's a Lou. Another Nesmith. And a sweep from Lou. Okay. We have a pinch left from that gentleman's collection, but I kind of saved the good stuff, I think. Check it out. Superman 124. It's about a 3.5 from 1958 for 30. Excuse me. Oh, cough going on. 1958 Sphinx cover, similar condition. That's Action Comics 240. B. Laura. $115. The Three Substitute Supermen. It's about a 3-0, 1957. G. World's Finest 98. This is a Jack Kirby on World's Finest. 2.5. It's got that rip bottom there. What the hell? Jack Kirby on World's Finest, though, from 50s. Nice. On E. That's a brown on G. Just got to find where I put your pile. That's a Laura. Superman 122, 1958, featuring the Super Sergeant. That one's like a 3.5 on A. This one is the thumbnail picture. It's a Batman 122, Marriage of Batman and Catwoman. Once again, I'm lower than the sales. Just look at that. That is like a bite mark out of the corner. Ridiculous. So we got to call it in the twos. Funny thing is, again, all the problems were mainly with the spines and corners with this collection. The books have no color loss. They actually present pretty good, but is what it is. Let's find out who got A. That looks like a two shoes. That's a Laura. Boom. All right, and then the last book from this guy's collection. I thought this was the coolest. I've never had it before. It's a shame that it's like a 1.5, but what the hell? It's a Detective 235, which is the origin of the costume. But people really like this 1956 book because it's the first Thomas Wayne as Batman. Obviously, we know he's the Flashpoint Batman. He's absolutely badass. Here is your 1.5 of 235. And believe it or not, even at $50, that's considerably lower than anything you can find. There you go. And it's immediately gone. Nice. All right. Believe it or not, that was all I had to show you guys today. There is a box we didn't get to last week. So I guess we're making really good time, I'll do that box. That's more like 80s, 90s, 2000s. But great show. I think you all get a round of applause. I didn't know how well that stuff would have moved. Maybe I priced it a little too low, but whatever. Uh, we did great here. Awesome. Okay. And again, this stuff is not alphabetized, so it is what it is. Classic Black Knight cover, 225 high, Mylar. Not a key. I usually put the non-keys at the shop, but what the hell, it's a good cover. 224, $3. 160 into the 70s. We have a bondage cover. Mid-grade 160B anniversary, 150 mid-A, and mid to high 117, which was part of that Avengers Defenders War. I think it's like part 5 or 6 or something. All right, let's see if any of that went. Meatball. Waddington. John. Kate. All right. Oh yeah, I remember this. This was part of someone came in with like a all foil collection. So you're going to see some of that. It's what's it? Night Terrors or Night Terrors #1, first appearance of Insomnia, the Fabok foil. The funny thing is these are all $8.99, but I'm doing them for like anywhere from 5 to 8. Batman #1 foil, reprint of the Death of Jason Todd foil, Flash #1 from 2023. Again, another $8 book. I'm doing it for 5. Parks, thank you with a D. Jedi. Key collector $15. I'm doing 10. Although that is actually really cool. Monkey Prince #1. That is his first solo series on D. Another one of these $9 foil reprints. I'm doing 8. Swamp Thing reprint foil. This was an all foil collection that came in. Skipper. JLA1 foil. 0 Hour 30th anniversary Prism cover, and these are like $8 to $10 off the shelf. I'm doing Absolute Power #1 foil. Oh, here we go. We're getting into some spicy stuff. All in special #1. If you guys don't know, these are going for more like 60 and more. This is the actual first appearance of Absolute Batman. I'm doing them for 40. There you go. Neat. That's a thesis. Sometimes that's true. Here's a ridiculous one. You ready for this? I'll start with the softballs. Absolute Wonder Woman 1 foil. Who the hell is still doing that for 7? Absolute Superman 1 foil. Get ready. Absolute Batman #1 foil from 2024 Key Collector 150. I'll do 120. Yance. Parks. Zamboni. Pilgrim. Flash, this is actually a reprint of Flash 1, which is first Jay Garrick Flash, but it's also first appearance of Hawkman. Uh, Literally off the rack, it was $9, so I'm already lower. Superwoman Special, #1, $8 book for 5. Excuse me. All right. Challengers Unknown #1. This was the very recent series. Again, these were all like $7.99. Jeez. This stupid cough, man. I can't get rid of it. New Gods #1 foil. Again, $7.99 book for 5. Key Collector 10 on this Aquaman 1 foil. I'm doing 5. And then I also have the Aquaman 1 foil as well. Okay. Another foil, Absolute Wonder Woman #2. A lot of these I just do for 5 because I literally know that off the rack they were either 7, 8, or $9. Some of them have some key significance. What? Damn this cough! In fact, why don't we just say, if anyone wants to take the wall, I'll actually make. I'll first of all, I'll give you 3 books for free, but I'll just make everything $5. In fact, why don't I just do that? 5. Let's just go 5s. All right, so everything is $5. The only time it's not going to be $5 if it's something I know that's like, oh yeah, that's not 5. You're not going to see some absolute Batman ones up here. You'll probably not see any absolute Batman anything for just 5 up here. Yeah, get him gone. And you can think about that. I'm going to go get another water. All right. Then bonus, thank you. And that's just going to be 5. That's an absolute Wonder Woman 2 on I. Batman and Robin Rebirth, another $8 book. Or Batman and Robin Jason Todd 1. $8 book. $5. But you know what? If this stuff's a slow mover, I'll do it another time. Let's see. Yeah, there's some good stuff in here. I don't know. Dang, we have a wall claim. All right, 3 books for free. Beats, thank you. And again, I turned a lot of my like $8 books. I made them actually free. My handwriting is so bad. It's crazy. Well, Rob, you're I think you're at 20% off, or like you might get like 19 or 18. You are doing amazing. All right, we got Absolute Flash Virgin Foil #1. Absolute Martian Manhunter Virgin Foil #1. And the crazy thing is, cover A is worth more than the foil. Weird. Absolute Green Lantern, not only is the foil and cover A, they appear to still be at that like $5 point. Weird. Hasn't jumped yet. Absolute Batman is like doing crazy right now. All right, here we go. Here's another key collector situation where I'm way, way lower. It is a wraparound. Technically, all 3 of these should be bought together. Key collector 25. I'm doing 15. It's Absolute Wonder Woman. I don't remember. It's like, I want to say the 4th printing foil or something like that. They make 1 image. Key collector 25. Key collector 25. Key collector 25. The only one I'm going close to the key collector high is this one, because obviously it's a Absolute Batman 1, but that's Absolute Superman 1, Batman 1, and Wonder Woman 1. GHI. A is issue 1, yes. Here's the foil of Detective 880, which is like a recent reprint. A couple Alex Ross high grades. They're non-keys, but they're part of that JSA lineup. Harley, Killing Joke homage cover. DCKO, the preview, but it's the $8 foil, so we'll do it for 5. Here's the $8 foil of the recent Batman run #2. We'll do it for 5. This Will Jack Supergirl special is starting to do some bigger money. We're going to keep that at 10. Mr. Wade. Jesus. Neil. Supergirl #1 art germ. Power Girl special #1, and then I don't know what this is. Maybe Fire and Ice #1. The Nakayama foils, those do quite well. Neely. Page. Kev. All right, foils continue. What do I got? Wonder Woman Uncovered #1 foil. Zatanna #1 foil, and that one actually is a key. I never remember the name, but it is something. Please, thank you. Rogue Savage Land, and Adam Hughes foil. Nice. Parks. Justin. Crisis #7, the foil. Are foils making a comeback, or is this just a brief thing they're doing? I don't know. Pretty excited. That's cool. I have this sitting here. Here's a Mark Wade signed Kingdom Come #1. All right. Jones and Foursome is going to get, what is that, H? Here we are, Joneses. Thank you. And that actually gives me an opportunity. In Gotham City Sirens, they did another, let me see if I can get it right. I'm doing 15. They did another Prism cover 3-part thing. See how it all connects there? Yeah, I'm doing $5 each, so $5. Thanks, Justin. Let's see. Gotham City Sirens, 1 foil, H. A sealed polybag Harley Quinn Fart-tacular. I'm sorry, what on earth? Key Collector 20, The Future State, Jenny Frison. Beautiful Yara floor cover. I'll do 15. Jenny Frison covers are hot, though. Watch out. That's a Kevin. That's a Parks. Mr. Gatsky gets the top row. Sure. I think that's your. I think it's the second print of Dark Knight's Death Metal Legends of the Dark Knights. What a word. What a mouthful. First, Robin King. A gradable JLA 1. Spider-Man 1. First, Maxwell Lord, Justice League 1. There's your cover A. Cover A, Absolute Green Lantern 1. Cover A, Absolute Martian 1. Cover A, Absolute Flash 1. Cover A, Absolute Superman 1. Why is that not higher, huh? Absolute Batman's like starting to hit like 300. Waddington. Absolute Batman cover A. First Absolute Joker. First Absolute Catwoman. Absolute Batman 13. Wait for this next book. This collection did have a cover A, Batman, Absolute Bat 1. Yes, Key Collector's really doing 280, and they are actually selling for nearly 300. So Key Collector's accurate. This stupid book is selling for 300 now. Here's it for 250. I guess that's what it's worth. All right, let's see. I got that. Thank you. Bowers. H and J. Where is it? Who got H and J? Justin. Laura got it. Hey, round of applause to Laura. You know what's funny? I remember it was like a couple months after Absolute Batman was starting to get ridiculous. And I remember I got one in a collection. And they were starting to go for like $50. And I remember I put it for $40 and I felt so guilty. I felt so ridiculous for putting $40 on a new book. Now that book is $300. Ridiculous. Laura, look at this. Look how behind I am on my reading. Look at this. Here is sitting on the couch in my barn, my trade paperback of One Absolute Wonder Woman. I still have not read this. Yes, I am still behind on Absolute Wonder Woman. It's a terrible. I hear it. It's amazing. You know, there's actually some people that say Absolute Martian Manhunter is the best. I hear that more and more. All right, let me keep it going. Absolute Wonder Woman 15, first meeting with Absolute Bats. Boom. Batman #1, the brand new Matt Fraction run, bundled with the preview sampler, which is kind of a big deal because it has that canceled book. Absolute Evil #1, hooray. First Absolute Joker in human form, first Absolute Green Arrow, first Absolute Hawkman, perfect condition. Here's that Red Hood #1. That's the canceled book. It's actually a solid 20. I'm just doing 15. Zamboni. High Grade DC Comics presents #1. And they started with a bang. They started with a Superman Flash race. Kipker. And Kipker actually bundled the preview of that book with this Batman one. Disney bundle from the 90s. Lion King High Grade Newsy one with Little Mermaid 1 and Beauty and the Beast 1 bundle. That's a good price. Another good price, the full run of Labyrinth High Grade, David Bowie goodness. Here's a full run that I've never heard of. It's ridiculous to me. TMNT with Stranger Things complete miniseries. What? Full wall. Complete run of the recent DC with IDW, the Sonic the Hedgehog DC, I guess, mashup issue. Nice catch. And then Esmeralda with H and I. The recent Aquaman, I think it's volume 9 they're up to. The all on special #1, so just a cover price. People have actually told me that that is worth a read. If there's readers in here, let me know if that's true. Aquaman, The Becoming #1 is the first appearance of Deluge. I think that's like the sister of Jackson Hyde. That is a signed Kingdom Come #1. Aquaman and the Flash, Void Song, full run. Is that Black Label? I don't know, but it's the full run of that, $10. And that's prestige format. So like even just book one is like $8. Book two is $8. Book three, $8. So I'm doing 10 for all three. Eric Williams on F. That's Eric. We've got a pile for you there. Crane went B and D. What we got? What is this? An Aquaman claim sale? New 52 Aquaman #1. It actually used to be a $10 book. I'm doing it for $5. The Aquaman late 80s miniseries. That's the full run. Adventure $4.50. It's the first bullet logo with Adventure. Kicker. I just love Cage. Maybe you'll agree. I feel like DC is doing something right now. Like Marvel, when you're talking about like good reads, Marvel's being left out of that conversation completely right now, and I feel like that's been the case for a little bit. DC and Image are just like destroying. Is there? I don't think there's an absolute optimum yet. I bet that would be dope. First appearance of the Fisherman, mid grade, although kind of in that like maybe 5.5 to a 6. Aquaman 21, first Fisherman. Excuse me. Batman, Brave of the Bold 82. It's a 12 center. It's gorgeous, but it's gorgeous from the front. There is a small rip in the back. That's why it's $8. If you were to judge that literally by its cover, it looks like an in the eights book. It's really nice. Nesmith. The Children of the Round Table, cover A, #1. First appearance of The Children of the Round Table. Mr. Brown, where I have you. There we go. 1996 newsstand gradable game adaptation. Where is Carmen Sandiego? I didn't even look up the 9.8 value. Maybe I should have, but that is really clean on tap. This collection was all over the place. Shout out to Valiant in the chat. Nice. I never read a lick of Valiant. It may be too late for me. It's never too late, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm such a DC fanboy. I like what I like. All right. Because I'm drinking so much water because I've got this really annoying cough, it is making me have to pee like every 45 minutes. So I'm so sorry. I have to pee again. You guys have seen me crush 4 water bottles since we started. All right. Give me a second. Well, that's unfortunate. I went outside to pee by the tree, and my neighbor was mowing their lawn. So they might have just seen the ween. So sorry. All right. All right. let's see. All right, we have sold what we meant to sell, so I think we'll go into that sudden death, which basically means we'll start a timer. If we can't clear the timer, it's okay. We'll end it. This was mainly the Golden Age sale anyway, but we've been doing pretty well. So yeah, hey, here we go. All we have to do is keep one spot open, and we'll do it. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. And I actually have one more box here that I haven't brought yet. So we could even do another box of stuff for sale. Parks keeps us alive. Well, look at that. She didn't even start the timer anyway. She doesn't listen to me. I'm telling you. All right, let's keep it going. Mark Spears Monsters, New Mutants 98 homage. What comes with a card? I pretty much at this point just do those for $5. I don't care. Dang. I'm just looking at the camera at the antique shop. There's been a lot of people in today. Woo! Worked for me. Keith, this week, I forget if you said this week was your birthday, but happy birthday, my friend. And Meatball. Batman 142. Key Collector says 12 for this foil. Again, we're just going 5. Another $12 foil. It's 141. We're going 5. I am literally cheaper than what this cost off the rack. As Alan Scott, Green Lantern #1 foil. Probably was $7 or $8. No, 5. Crane, is that the Alan Scott or was that the an older A? Let me know. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. All right, we got about 50 seconds to keep us alive here. I'm taking off my slippers. 40 seconds. Bottom row. Hey, nice. Clear that timer. Thank you kindly. Get your free book. I think we're gonna put it. Again, I said we're gonna start doing these for 5. So cost $9 off the rack. The foil of All Star Comics 3, first appearance of the JSA, $5. Dawn of DC Primer, Key Collector 10, foil, $5. Batman 608 foil, $5. Wonder Woman #1 from 2023, the foil, $5. Superman 204, the foil, $5. New Mutants 98, homage, the foil, $5. Justin. Hold on 1 second. Valentine with F and G, just F. Craig Valentine. I could have sworn we had a pile for you. Yep. Nice. Found it. All right. First Rogue reprint foil. First Nightwing reprint foil. Wow. This is all we have left of that box. That's pretty good. So we got Waddington G. Oops, I lost the feed on my phone for a second. What we got? Eagle, G and H. And then Justin, F. E is the full run. Gotham by Gaslight, the foil. New Teen Titans #1, the foil. And first appearance of Trinity, the daughter of Wonder Woman, is the first appearance. #1, F. Waddington. Yeah, I'll do $5, not $8. Foil Wonder Woman #1 from 2023, which is one of the variants on E, $5. Another claim on bottom row, this time for Parks. Radical. I can hear my neighbor out there mowing the lawn. I'm afraid to go out there now. Death Metal 2, first mention of Robin King on H. Fittingly, there's the first Robin King. Foil of first John Stewart. I'll do 5 though. Same with this. Power Girl uncovered. I'll do 5. This I'm not doing 5. Separation Anxiety #1. Very nice 90s foil. It's I think the first time where the symbiote separates from Eddie and tries to mimic it on its own. There's some sort of key significance to it. It is the newsy, which makes it even better on G. Jones. By the way, everybody here, make sure you filled out that link, first name, last name, all that stuff. You guys know how that goes by now. Two potential 9/8s. She-Hulk #1. And then one that's like probably a 9/4. Two gradable sensational She-Hulk #1s. Studio Stones. Yeah, okay. pile for you. Let's see what we got. A couple of high-grade Punisher 1s in the 9s for sure. Justin went CI. And this is, we're actually doing 5. This name on the Submariner from the 90s is something. It's like Phoebe something. I honestly don't remember. But it's a Key Collector 10 that I always do 4 or 5. So there you go. Stones. I got a high grade Ms. Marvel number 1. This is a book I tried to sell last week. No one knew what it was, so obviously it didn't go, but it is a perfect copy of Night Cry number 1. Key Collector has it at 25. I'm doing 20. If it doesn't go one more time, I'm tossing it and getting it graded. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. She listened. Wow. All right, so you got 50 seconds to keep us alive here. Please and thank you. That's a trail on E. Here. I don't know. Scott, I believe that is a 9-0 on I. Sherlock Holmes number 1, also probably a 9-0, maybe 9-2. Boom. Hey Siri, restart timer. All right, 25 seconds to keep us alive. All you gotta do is claim up one spot to keep us going. Meatball's doing it. Do that time. Mr. Meat, Mr. Ball. Not the best nickname. I'll work on it. F and G, nice. Laura, you got some good ones in here. I got a perfect silk 1, and believe it or not, the more valuable second printing with the blue. There's a couple of those, like, what do you call the 2010s, where you have like the blue second printing. I know there's a Moon Knight one, which is actually more valuable. Nightwing 4490. Nightwing 4490. 4490. Make sure you fill out the link with your first name, last name, all that stuff. Thank you for your claim on the near minty She-Hulk. Thank you, sir. Need some spots. Let's see. Here's another one, a Key Collector 10 that I've started doing for 8, and then I started for doing for 5, and now I'm doing newsstands for 5. So I'm significantly lower than where you're seeing it elsewhere. Matt underscore 268 is on E. Getting the more valuable second print of silk. Thanks, Matt. underscore 268. 268, make sure you fill out the link, first, last name, all that stuff. Please and thank you. Eagle. Got it. C, I, and A. You got C and A. Move your pile beats. Give me a second. Beats are broken. I gotta find you real quick. There you are. Thank you. Okay. I still need more room to do that one. For those of you who thought you missed out on the Golden Age, I do have one more dope one. It's a #1 major in a packed space age #1 1951 comic here for 60. The book's in the actually that could be like a 7. That's pretty nice. The full run 1 through 16 of Curse of the Spawn, high grade from one original collector. Eagle on A. Eagle, you have maybe one of the cooler pickup piles from the night. You're doing pretty good. Neil Adams classic, high grade, near mint, Batman Annual 14. Butte. Spawn Universe 1, signed by J. Scott Campbell. I even got the COA on E. What's up, Marquez? What's up, Ed? How you doing, guys? I have one more near mint, Spawn 1, and then something happened with these two that made it not the full 30. Maybe there's a tiny airline spine tick, or I don't know what. So that's the 9.8. These are probably like a 9.6 on B. Hey Siri, restart timer. Never mind. So, Pal, if we'll get you started on a new file, you're getting A and G. Spawn 1 through 10. Perfect conditions, G. Speed Racer, the trade paperback, which actually they made a foil thing there. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Zamboni. yours number 4. It is high grade. I do think it's like an 8.5 to a 9.2 on A. I remember when Spawn 2 was worth more than Spawn 1. I do not remember that. When was that? The heck? That's a Nerdy Bob. Wow, do I have? Yeah, you're down here. First appearance of Stingray. I have not had this in a while. Namor, I almost said 17. 19. This is probably a 7.5 to an 8.5. Right in that pocket. It's nice. Gradable copy, I think, on A. Dang, dude. You know how many Spawn 2s I have? Oh my god. Hey Siri, restart timer. All right, 1 minute left on wall. All you got to do is claim one spot up. As long as we have one spot in the open, we'll keep it going. All right, 20 seconds left to keep us alive. 15 seconds. And I'll extend it another 5-10 seconds for any delay, but this could be the end. Actually, I got a Spike, Mike, 8, 3, 4, 2. Spike Mike, thank you. Make sure you fill the link down below with your first, last name, all that stuff. Wow, I'm running out of room here. Crazy. Thank you, Spike. Here's your link. Rivian G. Nice bundle. One guy. Let's see. Nice. Namor 69, very high grade. First Spidey crossover. Very clean copy. In the 9s for sure. Here we have a near mint Suicide Squad number 1. Which is hard because of that black spine. 300, got that immediately. Number 1, Winter Special, DC Giant, Superheroes Battle the Super Gorillas, high grade. The weirder the better. Justin got one of the G's. One. All right, then we have Lou. We got here a couple sealed Death of Soups from 1993. There you go. Here's your 250th birthday. Superman 53 high grade flag cover. Truth, justice, and the American way. Nice. It's Eric. And Cody. Superman Adventures of Superman 463 high grade. It is the first race against Wally West, not Barry. Justin. We actually sold one of these earlier. DC Comics Presents #1. Here's a near mint, and I actually bundled it with #2 because it's actually a two-part story to this race with Barry. Cage. I have to separate them, but the '80s Supergirl #1 near mint and the '80s Supergirl one near mint newsy. The price of Sonic comics is insane. Trust me, as someone who actually collects that stuff, I have to walk away like 9 times out of 10. It's terrible. There's some guys out there that put like $40 on a book with spine ticks. It's ridiculous. Hey, nice timing here. That's the original Supergirl #1, the first volume and high grade. It's also that cool Mylar where you have like the back, the clear back. Excuse me. Thanks, Cage. Eagle, you got a dope file right now. Uh, this can this can be a pretty valuable book. This is my very low grade copy. It even has a bite out of the corner there. First Invisible Man. Like near mints can be like 60, $70. There's $3. This should have been in my sale earlier. Surfing Wheels #1 for Charlton. It's only like a 5.0, but what the hell? That's cool. This is my Super Bishop bundle. 282, first cameo, 283, first full appearance, near mints. But it's also the second appearance. The origin is in there, and 1 through 4 of Bishop 1 through 4. So his full original series, the Super Bishop bundle. And we'll restart that timer. We got 50 seconds on wall. We said we were going to go to 3, so after 3, we are in sudden death, which means we gotta keep just one spot open in under a minute. You have 40 seconds. You guys want to see my eBay? Yeah, let me put a link to my eBay here. Here's a link to my eBay. I actually have a lot of pretty dope stuff. This weekend was very heavy for buying new slabs. Some kind of crazy stuff is up there now, right now. So definitely worth checking out. And if this is the end, because I think we only have like, yeah, we got 5 seconds left. Let's see if we're staying alive here. Oh, actually, we are. Cage got A, Laura got E. I'll keep going. Thank you, Laura. Anyway, that right there is my eBay. There you go. All right. I'll keep going. Full run of Tower of Babel, one of the most iconic Batman storylines. That is the issue in which Ra's al Ghul finds his plans for all the JLA, intercepts them, and there you go. Near Mint Saga of Swamp Thing #1. Classic. Parks. Bundle on A. Mid-grade. First appearance of Nightwing Newsy. Titans 44. Eagle. Is that A or E? E. Tales to Astonish 79 is a classic Herc versus Hulk cover. This copy is about a 4-0, colors perfectly intact. Tales to Astonish 79. Eric. Tales to Astonish 95, first appearance of Walter Newell, who becomes Stingray in that Namor book that I just showed you guys. I should have bundled those two. That one's a little nicer, probably like in the 5s. This is going to go in 2 seconds. We have in the 4s range a little bit of early Bronze Age romance. If you don't know, Bronze Age romance sells extremely well. In fact, the higher it gets, you can actually start to see like $200-300 on non-key books. It can get crazy. I got one. Why was this not in the sale earlier? Uh, Probably like a 5-0 Teen Titans. Nice and early number. Number 3. 12-cent Teen Titans number 3. It's pretty good. Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, you may also be interested in number 15. Similar grade, maybe even a pinch better. But let me know. I'll wait before putting it up. Thank you, Lou. Teenage Ninja Turtles presents Merdude and Michelangelo. That is a book I have never seen before. I promise you that. On A, high grade. You got it, man. Here is a very high grade, gradable even, Mylard up, first appearance of Beta Ray Bill. Thanks, Zamboni. I saw your claim on A. Those of you who like a little scarcity, I have a nice copy of Thundercats 20. Apparently, it's late in the run and it's very hard to get. There you go. The collector calls it like 20 or something. Nightwing. Thank you. Bob's. Decent copy. Tomb of Dracula 69. It's not a key, but it's two. Full run of Total Justice DC. Transformers Universe, high grade number 1. Hey, N. What's N? Let's see here. Another very high grade Transformers movie and Newsy number 1. Another Eagle. This is a key. I just don't remember. Headmasters number 1. It's pretty high grade, maybe low 9s. Newsy. What's up, one guy? I got like this stack left. You want to go say hi to the boys? Yeah, I'll be done by then. Okay. Radical. High grade Transformers 2. I'm calling it like an 8. 8.5. Thanks, Craig. I'm just gonna find your pile. Craig. Craig Valentine. Where is your pile? There, found it. Very high grade for Circuit Breaker and Starscream. And it's a newsie, Transformers 9. Took about 30 seconds left. All right. I think that's our timer. We'll go ahead and call it here. Great sale, everybody. Please, if somehow you didn't fill out that link already, please do so right now. There it is. I will be working on getting these invoices out your way. With the exception of some folks that might be in like California, and anyone that has 1 or maybe 2 books, I'll probably automatically hold your file. But I'm going to try to get every single other invoice out. Could take hours. Please be patient. Thank you very much. I love you all. Have a great rest of your weekend. See you later.